Hi there, and today I will be talking to my grandparents, family and friends about the lockdown. Let's start with my grandparents. What is the lockdown meant for you and how have you been?
I've been very well, thank you. The lockdown came as a little shock for me because I didn't realise that I was over 70 because I never thought about that. But what it has meant for me most of all is that I haven't been able to cuddle any of my family, and that has been the hardest thing, the lack of physical contact.
It's meant that I've been restricted doing things. I've been restricted going out and about and visiting people and going to church. Haven't been able to go to church on a Sunday because nobody's allowed to go out in big groups, and it's limited my time of going to. I can't go to the store and spend a lot of time in there. I need to make a list, get in and get out. I can't browse in Asda anymore. I know what I want, go in and get it, and then come straight out.
Well, it means that I haven't seen you and given you a hug for over 2 months, and it's getting very tiring not being able to give you a hug. And I hope that we can get out of lockdown very soon.
And I had to change everything I was doing. I couldn't play bowls anymore. I couldn't play cricket. I couldn't do any filming. And most importantly, I couldn't come and see you and Tyler, my grandsons. So that was a big shock. And after that, it's been dramatic change. I've had to stay at home and only occasionally go to the shop.
Okay. What is your favourite thing to do during lockdown?
I've been sewing quite a lot. And as you know, I sent you a photograph of the silly moment I had yesterday when I actually did my face for lockdown.
My favourite thing has been able to relax and sort out some things I have, go through my drawers and my cupboards and my shed, and I've been able to do my garden as well. Go out and fix up my garden.
True.
Well, I've been doing a lot of reading of books, funnily enough, and also I've done quite a bit in the garden. So when you come over next time, you'll be able to see how much I've done. I've even put Batman in the back garden.
Well, one of my special favourite things that I've really enjoyed during lockdown is watching two blackbirds have some eggs in the nest, and they hatched, and watched the little baby birds grow, and after 14 days they were fledglings, and they left the nest and are now being fed by their parents. It was really nice watching that family of blackbirds. I would have missed that if I hadn't been locked at home for all that time. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay. And apart from seeing family and friends, what have you missed the most and what will be the first thing you want to do?
The first thing I want to do is come and sit around with you all and have a meal with you and actually be able to touch you and feed you and be in contact with you. I don't mean to keep you sitting on my knee for the whole meal. What I mean is that you're all around me, and I would like us all to be together, and I would like it to be in a party mood. I think we deserve to celebrate everybody's birthdays that haven't been celebrated and special occasions that have happened, and to celebrate the fact that we are a family. That's what I want to do first.
Okay.
I've missed having proper visits from my family. I've not been able to go up and...
True.
Usually I get a hug from Kai as he comes into the house, but I haven't had that. I've missed that. But that's what I've missed the most.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I've missed going around junk shops, so the first thing I'm going to do to go to a junk shop. And then I'm going to get a burger.
Well, what have I missed most? Well, apart from my family and some of my hobbies, the things I've missed most are going out rowing out on the sea. I've missed that a lot. And seeing my friends and perhaps having a drink with them in my local pub. And catching up on all the local news.
That's all from my grandparents. Now to interview Mr. Duffy from Thailand. Saudi cap, Mr. Duffy.
Hi Kai, here we are in Bangkok. As you can see, I'm not doing anything except wandering around. No work, which is great. And most of Bangkok is open. Just night time they close the restaurants early, and the pubs and the bars are not open. But otherwise it's fine. I went down to look at the boat in Pattaya. I'm going to send you a little movie showing Wood and Stamp as well. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Bye now.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy. Now to interview my family and friends from all over the world. What is the best things that happened in lockdown, and is there anything you would keep in your daily life after lockdown?
The best thing was my birthday, and I'd like to keep the drawings that I've made.
I think it's family time, isn't it?
Yep.
We don't normally have Emma with us. She's normally at boarding school, so it's nice having Emma around for a lot longer than we expected. We tend to play more games, don't we?
Yep. And learning new things to do. And we bake a lot of cakes, so that's
a lot
good.
of cake, chocolate.
Yeah. And we get to lie in a bit as well in the morning, so because we don't have to travel to work and to school.
My favorite thing to do is probably like hang out more, because like my cat and my dog haven't gotten a lot of attention since I'm at school, and so I like playing with them.
Video games. My mom bought us a swimming pool. Just play with Legos. Kind of better.
Because of lockdown and because of more time, I can sleep for much longer, and I would like to keep that after lockdown as well.
Mine is getting to see my family for longer than I thought I would, because usually I'm only able to see them for maybe 2 weeks at a time, whereas now I get to see them for a few months at a time and get to spend some time with them and drive them insane. And I would definitely keep the baking part of lockdown in my life, because I am really enjoying eating cheesecake.
Well, my boyfriend has a lovely dog called Scooby. He's an Australian Shepherd and he's black and white and lots of fun. I like taking him for walks, and when we go to the park, he's very good at catching frisbees no matter how far you throw them or how high you throw them, and he absolutely loves it. And everybody else in the park does as well. He often gets lots of claps and cheers when he catches the frisbee, so that's good fun. I also like sitting on the floor with him and giving him a brush, because he's got lots of hair, so it's very nice and therapeutic to give him a brush and get out all the knots. And I've been watching lots of movies and things on Netflix and Amazon Prime and Stan and stuff like that. At the moment I'm watching a TV show called Reign, which is all about the history of Scotland and Mary Queen of Scots, which is really nice to be reminded of where I'm from, Scotland, and where I'm from when I'm living here in Australia, and it's a little bit lonely not getting to see people.
How have you found homeschooling?
Yeah, I like it.
I get packets and I do them, and I hate the essays that are in the packets.
I really don't like homeschooling. As I said before, my exams got cancelled. So, in my point of view, there is no real purpose to doing schooling at the moment, as next time I do go back to school, I'll be doing something completely different. But the teachers and my parents are still forcing me to.
I'm enjoying the part of it that lets me do it at my own pace, so I don't have the teachers behind my neck all the time. However, I'm not enjoying the fact that without the teachers, I'm finding it a bit more difficult to do my work, as some of the stuff I don't understand.
And for the adults, how have you found working from home?
Have we found home working? We found it difficult to do because I do a lot of meetings, so there's not a lot of meetings I can do now that are face to face. So I have to work from home in a completely different way, and that's been difficult to get used to.
I second that, yeah. It has been difficult.
Well, I'm a teacher, so that means that I've not been able to go to school. I've been working at home since the end of term 1 in Australia, and I've been doing all of my lessons online using Microsoft Teams, which has been very different as a music teacher because students don't have instruments at home to play. So we've had to do a lot of theory worksheets, which isn't the most exciting thing to be doing, but still important. So I spend 20 minutes to half an hour with each class a week to tell them what it is they have to do for the week, and then spend the rest of the time marking and answering questions and emails. I've found that there's an awful lot more communication between students on emails and messages, so that takes up a lot of time. It also takes a long time to create resources because I can't photocopy things. I've got to make them as digital PDFs, and I've got to chase up people who haven't submitted things and who haven't attended classes. So there's been lots of emails to parents, there's been lots of phone calls to parents, and that means I've just been working a lot more than what I would normally do, doing a lot of more boring admin tasks as well.
What do you miss most about school or work?
The thing I miss most about school is going outside and playing with all my friends.
I miss the interaction between the teachers because, like, if I ever have a question or something doesn't make quite as much sense, I could just go and ask them. Or, like, throughout the day, you just go to every class, and every class you just do a little thing every day. But when you get it all at once, like on the computer, sometimes it looks like you can't do it all. And so I like just having it just every hour of the day you just have something to do.
Math and science. All my friends.
My math and friends. I miss playing with my friends.
I miss hanging out with my friends. We do laugh a lot in class, and we do banter quite a bit during the school day, because obviously when you're surrounded by your mates all the time, you're inevitably going to make jokes all day. So I miss that a lot. I also miss playing football during school, because I'm a very, very good, I would say I'm a really good football player, but I really do enjoy playing football.
I miss my friends the most because they give me a little bit of joy and help me with my confidence and everything, and without them it's very strange, and I'm used to living with them 24/7 mostly, so having them not here is a bit weird.
Seeing other people.
Yeah.
Having a routine, a proper routine.
Having a routine and having conversations with our colleagues and some of our friends who work with us that we miss that.
I've definitely missed seeing students at school, and I'm definitely looking forward to going back to see them. We go back to school in 2 weeks' time, so that'll be fun then.
What has the coronavirus pandemic meant for you and country you live in? How has it changed your life?
Well, not a lot of things are opening. We're starting to get stuff opening, but there wasn't a lot of things open, and so we couldn't do a lot of things, and that jobs and stuff, little companies went down.
So places all closing and stuff. I didn't know what that question means. This summer they we're locking down all of the pools, and I'm really bummed out about that. So, it's annoying because we can't play with any friends.
Okay.
Well, we live in Cyprus, and Cyprus is a very hot country, and its economy is based on tourism. So for the country, the pandemic's lockdown has meant that nobody can come on holiday, and all the airports are closed and everything. So the country is suffering really quite badly. What it's meant for us, for me and for Aunt Kim, is that we just work from home. We can't go out, we can't go to restaurants, we can't go to the beach and things like that.
I can't go out with my friends anymore, so that is very disappointing, and it has annoyed me a lot. I can't go play football anymore because of the restrictions, and it's flipped my world around.
It's quite difficult because when I come back to Cyprus, I expect to be able to go out and see my friend and be able to just do all the stuff that usually I take for granted. So it's a bit weird now that we're all locked inside.
Well, I'm a teacher, so it meant that when the coronavirus outbreak happened, a lot of students at school were very anxious and worried about what might happen, and there was a lot of people absent from school, so it made things a little bit tricky, especially as I just started a new job. And then obviously our schools closed just before the Easter holidays, and they've remained closed, and I've been doing online learning. It's changed my life in the respect that we are in a stage 3 lockdown, which means we're only allowed to leave the house to go to the supermarket, to go to the doctors, to exercise, or to go to work. But if we can work from home, we have to stay at home, and as a teacher I've been able to do that via using my laptop, using Microsoft Teams, which has been very strange as a music teacher, not having musical instruments and talking to a screen of students who don't have their cameras on. So it's been a bit of a learning curve for everybody. I'm very lucky that my boyfriend, he lives in a different part of the city, and due to the restrictions I was still allowed to visit him, so it's meant that I can still go to his house and visit his house and my house, which has been a little bit easier. Going to the supermarket is very different because we have to stay 1.5 meters apart from everybody. There's screens up at the supermarket. There are marks on the floor for where to stand. There's sometimes a shortage of food and things like toilet paper and pasta and flour. So it has been very difficult planning things sometimes and making sure that we are able to get all the things we need, because the restaurants are all closed, the pubs are all closed. You can only get takeaway in some places and not others, and things have been very different. We can't go to the cinema or the movies or do any of the things that I would normally do. I play in brass bands and samba bands, and I can't go into those rehearsals, so it's meant a lot of time staying at home. So I've been very fortunate I've been able to go and see my boyfriend for some company, because I've not been allowed to visit anybody else.
Thank you for doing this interview with me, Grammy.
You're welcome, Kai. How much do I get?
Thank you very much. Missy.
And
thank you for doing this interview with me.
No problem at all. Bye-bye. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much for helping.
Not just like smile and actually like doing it.
Thank you.
Say bye, Kai.
Bye, Kai.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for doing this and helping out.
You're very welcome, and thank you for asking me, because it's very important to record this as history.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for the people who took part in this video, and everybody, and you stay safe out there. Bye.